About 5 years ago, I had a subject called Ecology on my pre-degree course, and when I first started, I quickly realized that my habits weren't at all as sustainable as I imagined them to be. Back then, I loved shopping and didn't pay much attention to single-use products, which in retrospect seems very ignorant, but I was 17 at the time and didn't know better. One time, our professor gave us a test to determine our personal ecological footprint, which helped me rethink my everyday choices and start making more educated, sustainable decisions. I'm going to link the test down below, and I would highly encourage you to take it for yourself as well, so that you could see what improvements you could make in your personal life. Of course, switching to a more eco-friendly lifestyle doesn't mean spending all your money on new products. In fact, it's quite the opposite, especially when you're first starting out. The reason I'm not making a video of my top 20 sustainable product switches is because I haven't purchased that many things over the years. Since the less new things I buy, the more sustainable my actions are. I first began by always using a tote bag in grocery stores, reusing pickle jars as containers for bulk foodstuffs, rejecting flyer handouts on the streets, and significantly lowering my meat consumption. But alongside those changes, I found great replacements for my unsustainable products, which I would need throughout my life anyway. So here are my top 5 sustainable products. Number 1 is a full metal safety razor by Rockwell, which I got about 4 years ago. It was a birthday gift from my friends, and they purchased it from a zero-waste shop in Moscow, which I'll link down below, but originates from Canada if I'm not wrong. The whole thing comes in recyclable cardboard with a pack of 5 razor blades, also in their own cardboard box. Each blade is covered with 2 layers of paper for safer handling, which can easily be recycled afterwards. They are made out of pure stainless steel, which protects them against rust, and since they are fully metal, they can be recycled after they lose their sharpness. What's also nice is the packaging designed to be very compact, avoiding any useless waste of materials whilst keeping everything secure. The razor that I have is called Rockwell R1 double-edged safety razor, and it's one of their introductory models. I knew I wanted to make a switch to a sustainable razor, but I couldn't bring myself to spend about $100 on a thing that I wasn't confident in using yet, so I opted for a cheaper version and I'm very happy with it. It opens up like a butterfly and is very easy to switch the blades out. They are very sharp, thin, and flexible themselves. They have so many different options on their website for razors that have adjustable blade positioning and other cool fancy functions, but since I never cared about that with my other razors before, I am more than happy with the one I have right now. Number 2 is my collapsible Stojo cup that I use for smoothies, coffee, tea, and so on. It's a great replacement for single-use cups, especially if you live in a busy city, getting your drinks outside the house frequently, and don't want to deal with a bulky thermos in your bag after you finish the drink. Very often I use a crossbody that doesn't have much space in it, so this little guy travels with me everywhere. The smaller one fits 350 milliliters or 12 ounces of liquid, which is just enough for me, but they also have larger versions, collapsible water bottles, lunch boxes, all made from BPA-free silicone, which is dishwasher safe. Number 3 is my menstrual cup from Saalt. Again, a gift, this time from my best friend that I asked for Christmas of 2018, 3 years ago, and it was the most amazing sustainable switch that I've made thus far. It came with this cute little reusable bag to store it in or carry it around if you need. I got Saalt Soft in Mist Grey after taking an online quiz to find what cup brand and size would work best for me. The website is putacupinit.com, and in just 5 minutes it gives you the most suitable option based on the answers regarding your flow, cervix height, and activity. Don't worry if you don't know where your cervix is, I had no idea either. I just followed a video tutorial on how to measure it at home to find out. I will link both the quiz and the tutorial below, by the way. After completing the quiz, it will give you your top option, a couple of similar ones to check out in case you want to see a different price range, and it will even find you discount codes to save up a little. My cup has 4 diagonal holes throughout the top portion of it to cling to the walls a bit better and stay in place. It is extremely soft, hence the Saalt Soft, and has a little stem with 3 cup marks in case you want to cut them. It took me 1 cycle to figure out how to insert it correctly and another cycle to learn how to take it out in under 30 seconds. It was a bit of a learning curve in the beginning, with my first attempt taking it out lasting about 7 to 10 minutes despite my thorough research, but basically I got everything figured out in 10 tries more or less, and every attempt getting easier and easier. There are plenty of videos on YouTube to learn from, so don't get discouraged or worried if it doesn't work for you right away. I suggest you try again, and if it doesn't work for you at all, maybe switch to a different cup, because even though it's another purchase, in the long run you will save so much single-use period products from going into landfill that, in my opinion, it is still worth it. Not to mention that it is so much more comfortable, at least for me, than any other period product I've tried before. I literally forget I have it in me, and I have to set up the cup pouch in the bathroom mirror so that I could remind myself that I'm wearing it. So it is that comfy when you find the right one, and I highly encourage you to take the quiz and try it. Number 4 is my first biodegradable phone case from Saloma, a Russian brand with the most transparent website I've ever seen. They show all of their certifications, lab test results, explaining everything that goes into their cases and how to take care of them properly. They are made out of non-toxic biodegradable polymer, calcium carbonate, wheat straws, and other natural things I can't really pronounce. Once you're done with the case, it easily biodegrades in a compost bin, which is amazing. It is silky, nice to the touch, and I'm going to switch to it once my current one's life cycle comes to an end. I got the black one, and I sort of wish I got a more fun option because my phone is also black and I just keep losing it against dark surfaces, and Saloma has so so many different cute options, which I just rejected for no reason. They do not ship worldwide, they do not use airmail in favor of more carbon neutral delivery options. So if you live in US or Europe, I know of a similar case company called Pila that also does biodegradable products. They do phone and AirPod cases, grips, watch bands, and so on. I haven't used them, but I might check them out in a couple of years once my current biodegradable phone case meets its compost bin. And number 5 is activewear from recycled plastic bottles by Girlfriend Collective. When I tell you that I have been researching activewear for 2 years to find the best one, I actually do mean 2 years. Since I'm trying to make good choices, I researched so many different options before landing on Girlfriend Collective and finally making the order. I had some difficulties with the shipping though. The brand is based in the US, it doesn't ship to Europe, but it has a small UK store which unfortunately didn't carry the color that I wanted, so I ordered from the US store to my cousin's house who lived there. I know it sounds stupid, like wow, they didn't have the color I wanted, but when I'm looking to use this set for years and years and years, I want the color that I can see myself loving forever. And since I'm trying to invest into a perfect set for me personally, I want it to be perfect right away. Now I thought I could arrange everything in a way that this delivery to Europe would be less carbon intensive, with my cousins coming to my sister's wedding anyway, but the package didn't come in time before they left to Estonia, so I had to ask them to send it via mail. It obviously meant CO2 emissions and plastic packaging, even though the set originally came in a textile bag. Now mine came with a giant cut on the side, which I'm assuming could have happened in post office when they were packaging or repackaging the whole thing. They must have been pretty aggressive because they managed to cut through the zipper in the fly, but luckily this isn't too deep of a cut, so I can sew in a new zipper without losing the embroidery, so I'll fix it. I'll also have to overlock it a little bit because the insides are now coming undone. Each item comes with a tag that has all the information about the dyes, fabrics, and processes used in the production. First up is this lovely sports bra in the style Paloma in a color Midnight. It already has my deodorant state, so whoops, I'm sorry, but oh my god, the material. It is so soft, it's so buttery and thick. The bra is also doubled, so it has a very strong support. The information on the clothing is printed on the neckline and also on a fabric tag. Unfortunately, there's no avoiding the fabric tag because of the manufacturing regulations in the fashion industry, so in case you cut it off, at least you have some information on the neckline. The bottom has a wide and a very strong elastic that simultaneously is very soft and comfy. Every stitch is in its place, nothing is pulled out, nothing is crooked. The seams that touch your body are enclosed, and the outer facing ones are stitched for support and design purposes as well, so just incredible quality, incredible. The leggings are equally as wonderful quality. They are Midnight compressive high-rise leggings with a 28.5-inch inseam in length. One of the best parts is that they have a gusset that prevents any unwanted tension in the area and prevents potential camel toe from happening, which is great. Again, every stitch is in its place, which means that they're going to last me a long time without the stitches unraveling or breaking apart. They also have a little pocket in the waistband on the back, which can hold your keys or wallet, which is pretty convenient as well. Overall, absolutely in love with the set, so a huge thank you to my cousin Anton and Arthur's wife Joanna for helping me with everything, because I could not be more happy over this purchase. So there you go, my top 5 favorite sustainable purchases I have ever made. The reason I'm so glad over every piece is because of the extensive research I did before getting any of them. I gave myself time to think over each of them to determine whether or not I actually needed them or just wanted, and afterwards searched for an alternative option to figure out if this one was the best actually. Hope you enjoyed this video and found something useful out of it. Not even the products themselves so much as the approach to mindful shopping and research. Thank you for watching. Bye!